Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Miami Dolphins and the home team.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go from Brooklyn. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, black ultra. 50, green, cut.
Throwing now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready. Black, 95. Ready?
First down, play action. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Ready, go. Check black, shot. Drill green. Red, cycle. Red, yellow. Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
Quarterback of his renounced, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Red, 38. Field, black. Hut.
4th down, they're going to throw for it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's go. Chop, 733, yellow, check.
They go play action on 1st down. And the defender comes away with it. And the Cavs force the turnover on the first series of this game.
You know exactly what I don't like there, Kate. It's only 1st and goal. You got a couple more plays in your pocket to get in the end zone. Instead, you put the ball in harm's way on your very first crack, and now, well, that defense has an opportunity to bail themselves out exactly what they just did.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Allen comes out throwing. Gets everything he has under this one. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. Allen on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Now, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there. And this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. Good call. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set, ready. Field, 45, right.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
They'll empty the backfield. Motion him right. This one's caught. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's certainly what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force it.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. First turn of the game for James Cook. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
13 yards.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Brooklyn first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now on first down. Allen. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Stopped by Chop Robinson. There's the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up third down.
Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
It's kind of one of those moments sitting up here in the booth where you're like, man, if they're going to find a way to get the first points, somebody has got to step up. Just have not been able to find even that first completion yet. So whether it's running the ball, playing even better defense, they've got to pick their QB up somehow, some way.
It's Allen out of the pistol. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
He's still going at the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down.
Running back sent in motion.
Ready?
Working on first down. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he will not get the first, but this is close. Looks like they have about a yard at most to gain. He picked up 3, third down. Setting up to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Motion man sent left.
Ready?
Trying to run it in. Achane. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins make it a 12-point game in the first. Devon Achane with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And he brings it in, so the decision to go for two looks like it'll go to one. They've got a 14-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Allen setting up to throw. On the move, headed right. He's got this complete to James Cook. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
It's a gain of 16
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. Passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called.
Yeah.
But finally, as you said, their first completion.
All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second down, looking for options. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
Third and 15.
Red, cycle. Black shot. Go, beat. Blue striker. Ready?
Third and long for him here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
It's fourth down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
They'll throw for it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
13 yards.
Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on fourth down. That was impressive.
A gain of 13 yards.
All set to go now from the 35.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Tyreek Hill the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10. Here's Allen. Taking a deep shot here. Caught at the 20-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 45 yards. And up Brooklyn. First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it at the 6. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
56. Middle. Sunday.
Again, Allen to the air. And he's got his man. Touchdown. Cavs fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. And what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver. That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of the field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10.
Down. 10 cycles. Yellow. 22. Slide through. Check. Hunt.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. That's Hill working the sideline. Complete. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing now on first down. Buys time, rolling right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. It's Achane on the inside give. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More coming away from Brooklyn. Stick around.
Hey,
Second down carry for Achane. That's good for a gain of 5. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Got to figure out this third down here.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Tight end in motion left. Third down from the gun. Chased out to his right. Waddle makes the catch. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the
Motion to tight end left. Zone read, they hand it to Achane. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
10 what? Ready?
Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. and that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. They kick the running back in motion. Motioning him from the slot right. Trying to pick it up here with H.N. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get more points to end a lopsided first half. Devon H.N. with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins grow the lead now to 22 points. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. They're making some progress here. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Pulled in by his back. Cook. Space on the right. He's got room. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get him on a handoff, in-off, and pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. And he can do his damage. Big time.
Offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
And he gets into the end zone. Not a bad way to end the first half. Adding an octopus as time expires.
That's 14.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, Allen. And this one is launched downfield. He has the touchdown. The Caps cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Now Allen will lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Headed out right. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit.
That's 22.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Trying to throw this from the gun. He's going deep. That's complete inside the 35. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins go up by 12. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores. It makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize the defense and give them that swag when the defenses stop them.
So first down from the 41. It's Allen out of the pistol. Going all the way to the end zone here. And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Cavs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Man, you're fucking trash, dude.
You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
And he's got a man open, complete. That play reaches the end zone.
Literally all you can do is throw it up deep. That's all you got. You're fucking garbage.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now lead by 10.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Second down. Here's Allen again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Allen on 3rd down. And this is lofted deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again, it's Allen. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
To the air again, Allen. Forced out to his right. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Right.
Working now from the gun. He put everything he had into this one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary. And he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins push their lead to 18. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's looking deep once again. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
He's loaded another one up. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Half 85, 56, 56. Hey, tight.
They'll go. Allen. That's cut beyond the marker. He is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st down throw for Allen. Taking a shot deep here. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Sends this to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They are going for it. Allen. He's trying to push the field. They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Working quickly here.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Alert! What's that?
And oh, he got it! Interception! It's a foot race! He's at midfield! 30! He's at the 10! And this is going to be a pick 6. He is in for the Miami touchdown. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. He had no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field. Whether it's on a kickoff, going 100+ for a pick 6. Wow.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Back to the air. Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Allen gonna throw again. Trying for the deep ball. Oh no, they get him yet again. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
We're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. Galloping inside the 40. Great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
There's Achane up the middle. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. Shot. Blue 32.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Dolphins lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again.
That's 30.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. Look out.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A nice Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
He put everything he's got behind it. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long, it's Allen. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
This our last play of the quarter. On fourth down, Allen. He rolls to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's going to be their ball to begin the fourth, but looking up at that scoreboard, possession may not make much of a difference. All set to go now from the 35. Throwing now on first down, Allen. On the move, headed right. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
56, 50.
Now Allen. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that.
Brought in inside the 20. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that is good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Alert! What's that?
Working inside the red zone. Touchdown! The Caps making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
He has it! And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt.
62. Caps 36. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
52 blaster. Ready.
Running behind center with right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Taken down.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 41.
Back to throw. It's a big strike to Hill. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs too.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
There's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
In the red zone now. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
Throwing off the play fake. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins continue piling it on here in the fourth. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins continue piling on to this lead.
That's 36.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10. Here's Allen. Gets everything he has under this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. A pickup there of 39. And they're going to have a first down now.
That's good.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
At the 26-yard line.
Allen now on first down. Delivers another one to Williams. And he is in. Touchdown. Cavs putting up points in a game decided.
Touchdown.
So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
But he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
That's 42. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, first and 10.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing. Setting up the screen. And he'll be up near the 38-yard line before going down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it, expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. A trusty tight end.
Third down run from Achane. And he'll get them enough for a first down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Brooklyn. Dolphins on their way to their third win of the year. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Watch out now, 52 blue.
Back to throw. He's got a man left. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
Yes,
Running with Achane here out of the gun. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
60 red.
Pass play coming here. Complete beyond the marker. They make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down Miami. New set of downs for him. Starts at the 38. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this one doesn't go far. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
33. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.